water, earth, fire, air. What do these four have in common? Since around 450 BCE, they have been part of what we commonly know today as the Four Elements, a concept created by Greek philosopher Empedocles, later expanded upon by Aristotle, and since then, fiction of all kind has implemented this concept into their story to further them, for better or worse. But what if I told you that from 2005 all the way through to 2014, there were two anime-style Nickelodeon shows that both used these elements as abilities in a universe that also mixes various Asian cultures into one, that were both critically acclaimed and award-nominated shows that later became golden classics of the mid-2000s and early 2010s? Hard to believe, you might say. Well, not only do both exist, but they're the two shows I'm talking about today. This is Avatar: The Last Airbender and The Legend of Korra. Created by Bryan Konietzko and Michael Dante DiMartino, Avatar: The Last Airbender and Legend of Korra are two animated Nickelodeon shows that later found a new home on streaming sites like Netflix and Amazon Prime. The show takes place on an anime aesthetic while balancing comedy, fantasy, and drama across a combined 113 episodes. Is it anime? This has been a long debate and is an ongoing one.
Okay, you convinced me.
Avatar: The Last Airbender tells the story of two water tribe siblings from the South Pole named Katara and Sokka, voiced by Mae Whitman and Jack DeSena respectively, finding a young boy of 12 frozen in an iceberg for 100 years, an airbender named Aang, voiced by Zach Tyler-Eisen, who is also the new Avatar, a being said to bring balance to the four nations by bending all four elements. With Katara and Sokka's help, and with the Fire Nation on his tail, including the banished son of the Fire Lord, Prince Zuko, voiced by Dante Basco, Aang is on a one-year race against time to master all four elements to take down the Fire Nation and end the war before Sozin's Comet arrives and gives more power to Fire Lord Ozai, voiced by Mark Hamill, to rule the world with an iron fist. As for Legend of Korra, this show is set years after the end of the war in Last Airbender. Spoilers, I guess. After the death of Avatar Aang, a new avatar is unveiled from the Water Tribe. This is Korra, voiced by Janet Varney, who moves, sneaks out to Republic City so she can learn to use airbending under the mentorship of Aang's son Tenzin, voiced by J.K. Simmons. With his help, along with his kids Jinora, Iki, and Milo, voiced by Kiernan Shipka, Darcy Rose Burns, and Logan Wells respectively, her friends and pro-bending partners Mako and Bolin, voiced by David Faustino and BJ Byrne respectively, and Chief of Police Leaf Beifong, voiced by Mindy Sterling, Korra must learn to be a good avatar and protector of Republic City.
Korra, this isn't something you can force.
Something that needs to be stated is that in both shows, each of the four nations are based on different Asian cultures, in appearance, names, clothing, and philosophies. The Water Tribe is based on Inuit and Yupik people, the Earth Kingdom is based on ancient China, the Fire Nation is based on Imperial Japan, and the Air Nomads are based on Tibetan Buddhist monks. Also, many of the bending moves in both shows are based on and modeled after real-life martial arts techniques, making them more fluid, fast, and strengthening the impact of each hit. It's to the point where even the music is dripping in it. Credit to composer Jeremy Zuckerman for the authenticity music-wise. Also, fun fact, in Season 4 of Korra, the main villain, Kuvira, is voiced by Zelda Williams, the daughter of the late comedy and acting icon Robin Williams. I just found this detail too cool for that to go unmentioned.
Excuse me? Are you looking at me?
While Last Airbender is the greatest thing to come out of Nickelodeon, surprise, review guy likes what everyone likes. Legend of Korra seems to have a complicated legacy. A lot of people find it either good enough, just okay, or seem to think it's one of the worst shows ever made. Me personally, I like it. It keeps to the spirit of the original show while being more adult and mature.
Taste my theory!
For the most part. Plus, I really like the characters. Better than the OGs.
No!
The Aang crew is the Aang crew, but I find their chemistry, personality, and stories engaging, funny, heartwarming, and real. The romance aspect isn't always the best. In fact, it might be its weakest aspect to me, but still can't have everything.
But if you try sometime, well, you might just find that you're what you need.
Look, I didn't say it's perfect, I said I like it. By the way, on a personal WTF note, in both shows, the main animal companions' noises are done not by random objects or computers, but by a voice actor by the name of Dee Bradley Baker. Listen to these noises. To this day, I still wonder how he does those noises. And behind the scenes clips makes me wonder this even more when I see how he does them. In terms of seasons, or books in this case, Last Airbenders are water, earth, and fire. Makes sense, these are the elements Aang has to learn and it references the different tones of each seasons. But for Korra, while book 1 is air, the element Korra struggles with learning in this season and a possible reference to the new era aspect, which might not be it, the final 3 are spirits, change, and balance. Spirits because the Water Tribe Civil War has to do with the spirit world and a spirit-centric event called harmonic convergence. Change because of the appearance of the spirits now living among us, and the appearance of new airbenders, and balance because, and this is my guess, of Korra having PTSD from the events of last season and has to learn to get back to mental stability in order to take down the threat of this season. What else is there to say? Everyone has had a go at everything great about it. It's beautiful, it's intense, it's funny, it's dramatic, it's well written. And by the way, there's a new sequel show and a movie coming in at the time of this review's writing and recording. Both are still in development. It's more than enough time to capitalize on that zeitgeist. Though I'm gonna take the time to say this, The Great Divide sucks, don't watch it. All in all, I give Last Airbender an 8 bending elements out of 10. Yes, 8. Including lightning, sand, metal, combustion, blood bending! And as for Korra, a 6.5 spirits out of 10. With all that said, what are your thoughts? Do you agree with the mass majority? Have you seen both shows or do you plan to if you haven't? If you did you like both shows or hate them? Who's your favorite character and what is your favorite episode and or season? A question that applies for both shows. This was one of the most challenging reviews I have ever done, and I've only done 2 so far. 2 shows in 1 video in this amount of time was pure insanity. But I did it. Whether or not it was successfully explored depends on what you think. As for me, I'm gonna watch more of Avatar and Korra. There might be only 4 elements, but there are just as many things to enjoy in either the real or the spirit world.
Drink cactus juice. It'll quench you. Nothing's quenchier. It's the quenchiest.